Don't free Jones. Convict him.
Some crackpot.
Crackpot, huh? Don't you know what the public is saying about you? That it's a crime to spend the state's money on this case.
The boy is entitled to a fair trial and to a lawyer to defend him.
And who defended Papa Hart when Billy Jones attacked him?
He claims he's innocent.
And you believe him? Well, the whole neighborhood thinks you're crazy. Well, I walk down the street and people just look at me. Well, can't you see what's happening, Chris? You haven't a chance. Let's get out of here. We can go away with Father and...
A man is innocent until
He's proven guilty, I know. You know, when we were first married, I kept saying to myself, someday Chris is going to wake up. Someday he's going to stop trying to be a do-gooder and think about his wife and himself.
Phyllis, how can I make you understand?
You can't. Look at you. You're exhausted. And an hour late for our dinner with Father.
I wanted to come home earlier, but I've been running all over town. You've got to understand, a boy's life is at stake.
Father's waiting, Chris.
I can't go out to dinner tonight.
Chris, I mean it. Either you give this case up or...
Chris, is being a public defender worth all this? Phyllis talking about a divorce and your neighbors up in arms?
Neighbors will get over it.
But what about Phyllis?
When Mother Pierce was alive, did she tell you how to live your life then?
No. She tried.
Did she succeed?
No, Chris, I made my own decisions.
Well, if it isn't the public defender himself.
Think of the devil.
Hello, Ed, Janie.
Ed, I'm going to tell him exactly what I think. I think you're a disgrace to the legal profession.
Look, Ed, Janie,
Don't you Ed and Janie us. A young thug beats a poor old man half to death. The police catch him, and you appoint yourself a committee of one to turn him loose.
You tell him, baby.
Poor Phyllis. No wonder she hates your job.
By the time you finish, she'll end up hating you, too. Come on, let's have some fun. Let's go beat somebody up. Good old Chris Holt will always get us off.
Friends of yours?
They were.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Forget it. Guess it's best to know where you stand.
Is there anything you want me to say to Phyllis?
Just that I love her. Stone walls every place I go. Police file, hall of records, newspapers. Not one shred of information about Billy Jones. And he keeps repeating the same story.
Maybe it's the only story he has to tell. What's your hunch?
I'm positive he's not in this alone.
Who is he protecting?
I don't know. But if this keeps up, I'll need protection.
We haven't lost a public defender yet.
Always the first time. Margot, what's the matter with everybody? Don't they realize I'm just trying to do a job?
That isn't the point.
What is?
Believing that what you're doing is right.
Bart,
Phyllis still living with her father? What are you going to do about that?
I want her back, Bart. More than anything in the world.
More than you want to prove Billy Jones innocent?
Bart, I have a life to lead, too. Isn't mine as important as Billy Jones?
Trying to tell me that you want to quit, Chris?
No.
No, just compromise, huh? Look, Chris, don't you think I know what you're going through? In my first 2 years here, I wanted to resign at least 7 times. Till I found that it was easier to live with the problem than it was to run away from it. Now, if you don't face this one, how do you think Billy Jones is going to feel? Especially if he's telling the truth.
I'm getting a court order to have Billy Jones taken out to the scene of the incident.
But Chris made a first stop at the hospital. He had just received news that Papa Hart had regained consciousness.
Papa, the doctors made me promise not to have you talk any more than necessary. All I want you to do is look at someone. Then answer one question. Do you understand?
My glasses. I broke my glasses.
I've had them fixed. Papa, is this the man who attacked you?
No.
You're sure, Papa?
Older man. Taller.
Thanks, Papa. Get well quick, my friend. Funny how small a place looks when you've been away from it a long time. Jawbreakers.
What did you bring me back here for? You heard Mr. Hart. He said I wasn't the one who hit him. What more do you want?
I don't know. I just thought you might remember something.
Well, there's nothing to remember. Nothing. Nothing. Just let me get out of here.
All right, officer. Take him back. Hello.
I thought Papa Hart was back.
Well, not for a while. He was hurt pretty badly.
That's the guy who beat him up. I saw his picture in the paper.
Are you one of Papa's boys? So am I.
What are you taking his side for?
I'm his lawyer. I used to come in here every day. Do you? Did you ever see Billy Jones around here? Was he ever in the store?
No.
What's your name, son?
Adams. Joy Adams.
Ted Adams' son? I knew your father. Joey, did you see Papa Hart the day he was hurt?
What do you want to know for? Just so you can get that Billy Jones off?
If I can prove he didn't do it, yes. How late were you in the store that night?
Until Papa closed.
Was there a car outside?
I won't help you get that Billy Jones off. I won't. I won't. Mr. Holmes, I did see a car.
What kind?
A two-door